A lot better.
Yes, sir.
So,
Congrats, Coach.
thank you.
Talk about Nelson. I mean, he still relatively new as a starter, no interceptions. He seemed really careful.
You know, I felt bad for him in the first half because, like you said, we talked all week about not turning the ball over this week, and I think he did a real good job. We just didn't, you know, we had those 2 series down the red zone where we really just didn't get open. So it was kind of frustrating, and I think he did a great job. I think he decided to run at the right times tonight, you know, instead of trying to force the throw. And I think he got a couple, I think he got 2 or 3 first downs off running, which was huge for us. And then he came back the second half and made some great throws, and we really needed him in the second half. So he played a real good game.
How's it feel to get this win after a couple weeks of results?
We needed it. I mean, we really did. I mean, you know, the guys, you know, I keep saying it, they keep working hard in practice. We feel like we're getting better every week. We're still a young team. You know, it doesn't make it any easier when you lose, but we feel like we're getting better, doing a lot of good things. The guys there, everyone's buying into it, so it was good to kind of put it all together. And we've talked about finishing. We haven't finished the last 2-3 weeks, so we talked about finishing, and you know that was a good fourth quarter. I think we got 3 stops and scored 3 times, so that was a good way to finish it.
What's it like? You know, there's nothing you can do on that field goal at the end.
You know, you know it's tough, you know, because then you think about, should we onside kick at the beginning? So then if they do score, then we get the ball back and we have the chance to win it at the end. But you know, I know he missed 2 or 3 extra points early. So I thought, you know, hey, he hasn't had a real good night here. If we could just keep him from getting a chip shot, which is what our defense did, you know, it was a pretty long field goal, I thought we'd have a pretty good chance. So that was the big thing was, hey, he's struggling tonight. Let's not give him an extra point, get all the way down the field, and defense did a good job of keeping him out.
Talk about some of the contributors that aren't the big names. The box seemed to really get some pressure on Grady. D-Rob stepped up and had a monster game going up against one of the better receivers in the league. Talk about some of the other guys. Yeah,
I think we, you know, I think in the first half we didn't get a lot of pressure on, but the second half, Tommy was scrambling, was trying to get out of the pocket quite a bit. You know, Kyoshin, all the new guys. Shaq, I think, played a great game at linebacker today. So, you know, I think we got some good pressure against them. We got him out of the pocket there in the second half. And like you said, D-Rob, I think just his physicality out there and getting some big hits kind of set the tone for the fourth quarter.
That last play, was that a designed deep ball for the touchdown, or was that something that just came
Well, not really, but they came and pressed across the board. So all 3 of their DBs came up and pressed. So we got the high motion guy. We say, hey, we're going high motion. Let's see if we can run by that guy. And, you know, Colin Taylor had a real good release off the ball and got by him, and even a better catch. So, you know, hopefully you can get that not easy touchdown. Hopefully you can get that release and beat that guy deep right away. And you have to take it. You know, they're giving it to you, so you got to take it. Didn't want to leave them 30 whatever seconds, but we got to take it. So.
You want to have Arvell running that much in the game?
Not necessarily, but I thought his runs were smart. You know, so it's not, you know, it's not like we designed a lot of runs for him. You know, and obviously you want him to check it down and, you know, not take hits. But I thought his runs were pretty smart tonight. I thought, you know, if he didn't run, we might have gotten in trouble even more. So, again, I thought he got a couple first downs off it. So, yeah, we don't want him scrambling that much, but he's also a pretty good scrambler, so you want to let him do it a little bit.
Now, what's the help on your other quarterbacks?
Deeker should be ready to go next week, and Dennis still has a couple weeks after that.
And
so,
what's his injury?
Who's Dennis? That? Dennis had a knee, and yeah, they both had knee injuries. You know, nothing real serious, but yeah.
So. All right, perfect.
All right, thank you,
Congratulations.